Hey, my name is Stix and welcome back to your weekly Gacha recap video series where I go over the latest news, pre-registrations, test phases, new releases, juicy drama, shutdowns, everything that happened in the Gacha genre over the course of the last week that mattered to me in one easy to digest format. If this is your first time here, consider joining our Stix subreddit community, consider joining the Gacha Hub Twitter community, or alternatively, consider joining our Discord community, which is nearing 1,500 members and is a great bias-free environment for all Gacha gamers. And we have a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. As always, we're going to start this with the Gacha games that are shutting down, beginning with Marvel Mystic Mayhem, which released less than 6 months ago. They confirmed that they were ceasing operations. The game is going to cease pushing out updates on the 1st of April. April 1st, April Fools, which is a really weird time to do so because people are going to look at that and think to themselves, nah, this ain't real. It's April Fools, and then it actually is, but they are releasing multiple different characters and updates before this happened. So at the very least, players are going to get a lot of the content between now and then. They're not just ceasing entirely and just throwing all the content that they've actually developed away. Kakao Games to fully end of service Goddess Order on January 31st, 2026, as developer Pixel Tribe has officially declared bankruptcy by the Suwon Bankruptcy Court last December 4th. It's actually wild because I really enjoyed this game. I thought it was actually kind of fun. I loved the aesthetic, but I mean, evidently a lot of people didn't, given the fact that it really, this game made millions of dollars though, which is, I think, the weirdest thing to me, because honestly, if your game is making millions, you shouldn't shut down, but they did anyway. Lord of Heroes seems to be drawing to an end of service as new characters alters will not be receiving trailers anymore. This isn't necessarily a confirmation that the game is end of servicing, but when character alters aren't going to be receiving trailers, that means less effort is being put into the game, and the dev studio is working on another Gacha game, so it's probably where they're diverting their attention and their resources to. A week before Black Beacon shuts down, they actually revealed that the Chinese version of the game was getting a brand new character. I don't know if Global's going to get this. It's probably not, honestly. Or maybe they will. I actually have no idea, but she's a cute looking character. And this is something that global players are looking at, and yeah, not coming. It releases January 4th, so they're looking at this, and you know they're jealous. Nikke is holding a New Year special live stream on December 29th. I'm looking forward to this. You know we're going to get some free polls. You know we're going to get some juicy reveals. They're hinting at something with this. I'm not going to point out exactly what they're hinting at. You'll all have to wait. I'm sure a lot of you actually know exactly what they're alluding to with this image. Neverness to Everness just dropped a brand new trailer. I was sponsored to cover it. I was sponsored to do a YouTube short dedicated video for it. I appreciate the fact that they've sponsored me. The game, though, the update looks absolutely insane. Like, everything has been updated. The character models, the world, the aesthetic, the features, everything. I noted that they've introduced functional outfits, new game modes, life skills such as fishing, new characters, both male and female. I mean, look at this dude. Come on, man. He looks incredible. They have introduced new vehicle models and more realistic destruction, 2 new team-based large dungeons, 9 language support, tons of optimizations, and a brand new beta test to show off exactly what they have been working on before the game releases. This is exceptional, and I, again, appreciate being sponsored for this, and at the same time, I also really look forward to this beta test and the release. Speaking of NTE, Silver Palace also released a trailer. They also sponsored me, which I appreciate as well, and are holding a beta test in the very near future, probably at a similar time to NTE, honestly. The trailer looked really good. They released a gameplay trailer and a cinematic. Some people weren't happy with it. They thought it didn't look very good. I did, and I'm very excited to see what the beta ultimately brings, because this is going to be the first version of the game that anyone can actually play. Another Eden is holding their 7th anniversary. Dude, this game has been alive for 7 years, and you're getting up to 100 free polls. It's actually, that is great. That's great. Honestly, very cool. Granblue is getting a Steam client on March 10th. That is actually very cool too. I retweeted this earlier today. Granblue Fantasy launches on Steam on March 10th, 2026. I thought that bringing Granblue Fantasy to Steam is a massive win and will open the game up to more players, tens of thousands, maybe more players, which is genuinely like a win, a complete win for them. Taimanin Squad's pre-registration is currently open. They released a gameplay trailer. I posted a video of it earlier today or yesterday for watching the video. This is another Taimanin game. I'm sure a lot of you watched the Taimanin Asagi, Taimanin Yukikaze anime I did when I was a teenager. And I mean, what else can I say? I'm gonna play it and I'm probably gonna enjoy it. It seems like Fire Emblem Heroes isn't doing any more new heroes for Tempest Trials. I mean, honestly, I've heard negative things about that, but I genuinely don't really know what the Tempest Trials are. So I don't know if that's necessarily like a big major issue for them or not. I'm sure someone will correct me whether or not it is or not, or will at the very least elaborate on it for me. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Duet Abyss released their 1.1 update, and my god, dude, I mean, like or hate the game, there's no denying that this update was incredible, like aesthetically and in terms of the outfits that were offered. Morimens is holding a Miss Sequence collab, and that is actually very cool. I think, didn't Miss Sequence shut down? It might have shut down. It might have, but Morimens holding a collab with Miss Sequence actually makes sense because they do have, from what I could tell, very similar themes. Star Savior has officially opened their global pre-registration. The game is launching on, I think March or May, one of the two. It begins with M, and I'm very excited because the characters in this look incredible. Mongil Star Dive was delayed to the first half of 2026, and then looking at what seems to be the Apple App Store, there is an expected release date of March 26, 2026. That is actually 3 months from the delay, which could just be could be a placeholder date, or it could be when they have until before they ultimately are required to release. Chaos Zero Nightmare rolled out their newest character, and oh my god, dude, she looks insane. Like, I haven't pulled for her yet. I'm gonna have to do an updated video on this because I need to pull for her live, and it's just, she looks insane, easily and arguably the hottest character in the game now. And, you know, they introduced some new stuff with it, but I mean, who the hell cares? Teppen, oh, you know what? Actually, this should have been in the earlier, the intro, but Teppen is shutting down on March 30th, 2026. They confirmed there would be an offline version available, which is fantastic. I love when gacha games shut down and allow for an offline version of the game to remain online. That way players can continue to live out everything that they had accomplished and earned up until that point. It's a great way of rewarding players that spent money and that devoted time to playing it. If you shut down the game and you just remove the game entirely, I think that's a kind of a half-assed, low-effort attempt, and this right here is the exact opposite. So kudos to Teppen. Wuthering Waves hit the #1 on Steam, the #1 on TapTap. They hit new global milestones all around the world. Here it is on Steam. Here it is on TapTap. Here it is hitting over 40,000 concurrent players. This was with the introduction of version 3.0. Content creators have been going absolutely crazy with the content. And I mean, it's understandable as to why. Nikke is such an incredible looking character aesthetically, and just her story. Well, I haven't actually played 3.0, but her story, from what I've been told and from the small little tidbits I've seen on social media, is going to blow people away if they haven't played yet. I'm going to be streaming this at some point in the next couple days over on Twitch and YouTube if y'all want to stop by and watch me play through and experience 3.0 together. But I'm enthralled with whoever this is doing this this video, because she's incredibly talented, but I'm also enthralled just with WoWa in general because it's such a good game, and the content creators that occupy this space are just getting better and producing better and better content. Noctilucent Before Dawn is another gacha game that confirmed they were shutting down and are going to offer players an offline version, which is fantastic. They've received numerous messages and wishes from travelers. After careful deliberation by our team, we're pleased to announce that an offline version of Noctilucent Before Dawn will be released in the future. The offline version will allow existing game progress to be carried over, enabling travelers to revisit the journey of Enlil and his companions at any time. The offline version is still currently in development, however, but I mean, this is fantastic, and kudos to them for actually doing this. Arknights Endfield's beta test will officially end on December 29th. That is tomorrow as of recording this, or today as of the video going live. I thoroughly enjoyed it. They have global pre-registrations open and available. I am being sponsored, sponsored for the beta. I am being sponsored for launch. I'm going to be doing all kinds of content in the game, and I cannot wait. Seeing Aya and other characters like Surtur in the game is so freaking incredible, and everything about this game just left me pretty speechless, and I thoroughly enjoyed every minute that I spent in it, and I can't wait for the official release. And finally, Love and Deepspace is holding their 2nd anniversary special program. They have rewards, they have updates on the housing system, space banner, and so much more. It says you can claim 1,000 pieces of exquisite furniture for free and unlock 8,000 diamonds worth of achievements. Okay, cool, awesome. And that is everything that happened in the gacha genre over the course of the last week that mattered to me. You're welcome. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.